The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And our stock of the day is Findi. The fintech company has reaffirmed its full-year guidance after reporting a $3.9 million loss in the first half. The ATM operator, which is focused on India, expects its growth journey to start after FY25 and has pointed to growth initiatives with continued expansion in India. But as we can see off the back of that update, stock is down more than 18% in this morning's trade. Bearing in mind though, I think before this it was up about 700 to 800% from the beginning of the year. Adam, it is a fan favourite here at the call. That's why we're revisiting it after this update.
Yep.
What do you make of the update and more broadly what you're seeing?
So the update obviously showed, and if you're a growth company, you can't just sit around and say we reiterate guidance. You have to upgrade because there's so much of that price baked into that growth to happen. Obviously at the AGM they didn't say that. I think they said the second half's going to be a little bit more, a bit lumpier, so that's going to struggle. So I think it's just a little bit of heat now coming out of the stock. I was on the call 2 weeks ago and I said it was a hold. Now I think overall I'm going to call it a sell. I just don't think that overall it's going to be a tough one for them. The stock's really risen. They're going to need to come out with higher growth numbers, and yeah, it's a fan favourite, but I'd be taking some profit here.
Yeah, interesting. All right, that's simply off the back, as you said, because it was a hold. You were happy to sit on it. Yeah,
and now it's broken down on that chart.
Yep.
It's broken down, and then from there, the thing's going to struggle. It's really going to struggle.
Jean-Bay.
Look, if I'm looking at the chart, I definitely think it's a sell. And look, to be honest, it is very, very speculative. It's a company actually has attracted a lot of attention because it's interesting. You see, rolling up ATMs in India. Yeah. And there's massive amount of opportunity. Even the cash is growing at 15%, and not to mention a lot of people don't even have access to all of bank accounts and others. So incredible amount of growth, and then they're rolling it up. But I think the thing is that you need to be very close to management because they are doing business in the emerging market, right? And where the local management have put a lot of faith in the local management, where most of Australian investors don't have access to. So I think there is a bit of profit-taking behaviour at the moment, but I question there's this second half weighted, and why hasn't there been upgrade? Surely there was some sort of disappointment. So really get to the bottom of those. So I'll be staying watching because it is growth opportunities are phenomenal, but it just seems a little bit speculative until we get comfort over what is to come. Then it's a different story.
I mean, is there a price where you consider, or you just want to see that trend broken, I guess, before you actually reconsider it?
Yeah, I actually think you just need to get comfort with the local management team because the growth has come so fast for this company. Just in the last, I think, 12 months or so, it's grown so fast. And we really like to see them simplifying the structure over there. And then, also get access to local management, see that track record.
The market's massive there. The total accessible market for them is like 385 million Indians in the rural areas. Like it's ridiculous the amount that they can do. They've just got to then deliver, and that I guess is a tough space, especially in India where there's not a lot of organisation. It's very, very and still very much paper-based, currency-based, money-based.
Yeah, I mean they don't have access to electronic, financial transactions, do they? So it's all cash-based.
So it's also that. India missed the whole PC market, the PC world. They went straight to mobiles, right? So you'd think that there'd be some mobile payments and those kinds of things, but in the rural areas, they don't have access to that either as well. And then obviously you've got local shops selling their wares, they need cash, those kinds of things. So the market and the story is amazing. Just be a little bit careful. It's looking very hot at the moment.
There you go, Findi. Recommendation there, or they've slapped both a sell on Findi, our stock of the day.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.